YouTube, what is up? It is Chris, and I am back again with another new inventory showcase video for you guys. And today it's going to be for a vehicle that I know all of you love. In a sea of 200s, as you see here in the background. Right now we got this silver one. This is a 2010 LX570 200 series. This is a one-owner car, single owner, been in Florida since new. Just northeast of Orlando in Oviedo, Florida. Car has just over 92,000 miles, so excellent mileage for a 14-year-old 200 series Land Cruiser here. Really nice car inside and out. We just had it serviced at Toyota. It checked out really well. Brakes were recently done on the car. I can't tell you when. I don't have documentation of that, but the pads are tall and this car drives great. So want to do my normal thing here for you. We've got some exciting inventory that I've been acquiring over the past 5 to 6 weeks that we are getting ready, and we're gonna have a lot of cool videos for you here moving forward with a lot of good inventory that I know a lot of you guys will really like. So again, without further ado, we're gonna spin this thing around, and here we are. So again, 2010 200 series LX570, 92,000 miles and some change, one owner car, been in Florida since new. No rust on this car, really nice car. It's going to be priced really well. I think around $29,900 is where I'm going to have this thing priced at, and you should see it here in the next day or two. For those of you who are looking, maybe asking, that's a 2015. It's got 77,000 miles on it. That will be coming up soon. And we do have a 2011 200 series LX back there that has about 140,000 miles on it that I'm working on getting ready, and you guys will see that here shortly. So without further ado, let's put our focus here on the task at hand, and that's this low mileage silver LX here. We're going to start out with a cold start and checking these monitors to make sure that this bad boy will pass emissions no matter where it goes. If I can find the OBD port. All right. So here we are on our cold start. Only lights you're gonna see on. Obviously you've got your park assist that you're seeing in the green right there. Doors are open, seatbelt's not on. Over here is your tire pressure light. Those of you who watch my videos and know me, I don't chase tire pressure sensors. I think most of us are competent enough to kind of pay attention to your tires, and if they look low, put air in them, or what you should be doing is routinely checking them, especially in the winter as we get colder days, and tires will naturally just lose air as time goes on, or you can put nitrogen in them, and that should help your problem. So anyway, here is our scanner. We have no powertrain DTCs or free phase data presently stored in the vehicle's computer. We have all of our 9 monitors green and ready to test, so this bad boy will pass emissions, and there is nothing underlying going on that anybody needs to worry about. So without further ado, let's pull this thing outside and go ahead and go over it. Normally I would stop the video right now, but I don't really feel like it, so we're just gonna go ahead and pull it out and see what we got here. I have a customer that I've been working with on a Sequoia that's here, and hopefully we can get through this video without having to help them out. So I'm gonna pull down here. Backup camera. Park assist is yelling at me. All right, let me unhook this. And let's get this hood up. So, as of you who know, 200 series are all armored up with all this plastic. So there's not much to see but plastic. But as you can hear, we've got a healthy sounding 5.7 with still under 100,000 miles. Everything looks really nice under here. Alright, so on the front, here we go on the front bumper. This bumper was painted. I had it painted. It had road rash all over it. And I went ahead and had my guy paint it. So it's going to look new or freshly painted. It's a good shot to look at that bar right there. You can see how nice everything looks. There's not any orange peel or any imperfections in the bumper. The guy that I have worked with and do work with for a very long time is very good at what he does and knows what I want. So, which I paint probably 5 out of 10 cars bumpers that I get just from that road rash and just time on the road. So everything looks really nice up here. Our headlights are in fantastic shape. No peeling, no separating going on up here, which we all know that you will see from time to time. A little bit of an imperfection here on the grill. I'm not really sure what happened at some point on these two bars. It's not damaged or dented or anything. It's still got its normal shape. But something was put on there to make it look like that, to smear, we'll call it. Front facing camera, not cracked. Does work well. We'll go over that in a minute. Same thing with headlight number 2. Fantastic shape. No discoloring, no cracking, no peeling, no nothing. Looks really nice up here. So our hood does have some this is what the front bumper looked like prior to me painting it. I did not want to put paint on the hood because I don't like to paint panels, and I try not to buy cars that need panels to be painted. But you will see it has been touched up, and this is going to go all along the front edge of the hood. To me, this is all minor, but I'll let you guys make that determination for yourself. This is fairly normal for the age. Got a little scratch right here that was touched up. The rest of the hood is in pretty good shape. It doesn't have a bunch of the touch-up all over it, like up here. Everything looks really nice, and kind of the way that it should, so to speak. But again, we'll do one last swoop here on the front, a little further back so you can get a better vantage point. The worst spot being that spot. And here it is from a distance. All right, so moving on here to this front wheel. Wheel's in great shape. There's no damage, no curbing, no discoloring, no none of that going on. Tires are in great shape. Goodyear Eagle GT2s. These were optional tires on these cars, believe it or not. You still see them often. Actually, I think the white one that I just showed a minute ago, I think it has the same tires on it. Do a quick pass down here. Everything looks really good here. All our fitments and all our gaps, our doors, our bumpers, everything looks really nice. For someone, this car to me, under 100,000 miles, one owner car, under 30 grand, is a sweet spot for me. Left rear wheel, great shape, no curbing, no damage, matching Goodyear GT2 back here. Nice and tall, just how you want them. Let's get down and show our step bar. It's not bent, there's no damage going on anywhere here. Side of the car looks really nice, kind of hard to see because it's silver. So now we will show you some of these imperfections. A couple scratches here on this quarter panel, both have been touched up. And there's one right here that goes along right there. Stand back a little bit so you can see it. It's kind of hard to see once you stand back a little bit. Little spot right here coming down on this door. I know there was another one. Where was it? Oh yeah, right here. Right here. Door edge looks nice. A lot of times that's a susceptible area. You do have a little bit of touch up right down here. You do have a little, I don't know what this is. It's not really a scratch. It's some kind of scuff. But not anything major or anything to worry about. And it is on the plastic, so it's not on the metal part of the panel. Do have a little light scuff right here. It's not really a scratch. It's like something on the surface that my detailer wasn't able to get off. This mirror does have that going on right there, that scratch. Again, that has also been touched up. Pillar all looks good, in nice shape. Our rail up here is good. I'm gonna flip it around the other way where you'll be able to see it better. It's a much better shot of the rail. Front of our roof looks in great shape. Same thing with the rest of our roof. No damage, no dents, no fading, no clear coat peeling. Everything looks really nice up there. All right, coming around to this rear bumper. You do have a scratch down here right on this body line, which is good because it kind of hides it. Runs to about right here. Coming back here, if I can get out of this, the condensation. Do have a little minor dent right here, very small. On the tow hitch cover, excuse me. Do have a little damage right here. Let's see if I can get it this way. There you go. There's a better shot of it. It's still flat, the hitch cover itself, but it's kind of indented. That's probably a better way to describe it. You do have a little touch up here. And then obviously you do have this spot right here. But again, stepping back, very minor. And this is on the bumper. It's not on one of the panels of the car. So same thing over here. You do have a few spots here on this side. I did not want to paint this bumper. I chose not to paint it just for what I paid for this car and what it was going to cost to paint the bumper, which wasn't a lot, but it was really just outside of my budget for this car. And again, to me, it's minor. I'm not buying it, but pretty minor if you're asking me. Bottom tailgate looks great. No damage. A lot of times this area down here gets dented and it's hard to get straight. It looks fantastic. Same thing on the upper. All of our taillights look to be in great shape. No cracking, no damage or anything like that going on there. Let's check our spoiler. Spoiler looks great. Everything looks really nice under here. Storage. And on this side we will have our tools. I'm not going to take the tools out and show everybody. It takes too long to get them back in there, but there are pictures of it opened on my website. Cargo mat looks good. Back of our seats look great. Little indentions. Some of you will hear me talk about the indentions back here. This material on the back of these seats, if you're not familiar, it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a styrofoam-ish plywood, if that may, or it's like plywood covered with styrofoam, and so it can dent easily, but when it does, you can't get it back out. So you have that going on this side, and you might have a little baby one right down here and right up there. This wood right here does have some scratching going on with it. Try to spin this way. Most of this is on the surface. In fact, all of it is on the surface. If you're handy and can wet sand, that might be something you could wet sand and buff and get all of this off. That's real wood that's clear coated, so it does have a layer of protection on it where if you were comfortable doing that, you could likely do that. Try to do this one-handed. We do have a little spot right here on the carpet that was repaired at some point. Not anything major to worry about. Let me get this out. Outside of that, the rest of the carpet back here looks great. I'm going to go ahead and fold these seats down. And we'll go ahead and pull them up. And I'm going to throw this mat back in there. Let me do one other thing here, if I can get it out. Original toolkit, or I'm sorry, first aid kit, and you do have your jack in there that I took out and did not screw back in properly, so I'll have to take care of that. Alright, let me put my tag back on. Power closing gate. I'm trying to hold my tag on, and that's why I'm standing like that. Alright, so moving on. We got our right rear wheel, just like the other two, to be in great shape. One little spot down here to note. Outside of that, everything else looks really nice. Our tires are nice and tall, the matching Goodyear GT2s. Right front wheel. And the matching Goodyear. So you don't have to worry about tires on this unless you're going to do something to it. Let's take one more walk down the side and then I'll point out any imperfections. Really nice shape. Same thing with our rail up here. So here's our mirror. Mirror looks great over here. All right, so we do have a spot, very minor right here. It's very small. It's probably even hard to see in the video. And yeah, there's a spot right here on the plastic that was touched up. There is a spot right here. 3 little spots that have been touched up. The worst spot on this side is going to be that right there. So not the end of the world, but maybe fingernail size. Has been touched up. That's standing back at a distance, obviously. And we'll pop up on the roof real quick one more time. Everything looks great up there. All right, so right front door panel. You know, I'm a stickler for my edges over here. Everything looks really nice. Our pulls look really good, not a bunch of fingernail damage or anything like that going on. Window. And even this plastic trim right here can get really scratched up. It's very easy to. Looks really nice. Jam looks good. Brand new set of carpet mats. Let's see if I can get these out of these stupid old hooks. Carpet looks great under there. I like the look of the carpet mats. I know most people like WeatherTechs or all-weather mats. I like the look of the carpet mats. So our seat does come forward. It does go back. It does recline, and it does come forward. Seat's in great shape. This is all original leather. None of this has been replaced. Some minor wear right here on the side of the console from our seat belt. Glove box door looks in great shape. Same thing with our dash up here. None of our wood right here is peeling or cracked or anything like that. You will see this register right here does have a slight crack. Vent register, I should say. Outside of that, everything looks good. Here is the Bible. It's all our books. I'm definitely not pulling all that out right now. And we got our wheel lock. That is hidden in there. So you can get the tires on and off. All right, so moving on. Door edges look fantastic. No seatbelt damage anywhere. Everything looks really nice there. Same thing with our pulls. Same thing back here with our trim. Seat does slide forward and it does come back. I'm going to go ahead and show the third row real quick. Have our indentions from our seat belts right there, but outside of that, our third row seats look new. Probably never been sat in, as most of them have not been. Do this one more time. Carpet under the right rear seat. Seat's in great shape. Not much use back here either. All original leather. Back of our passenger seat. Do have one little dent right here. This is the same material that's on the back of the third row seats. Carpet. I'm not gonna go all crazy here and pull this thing out. It's a pain in the butt to get back in. So here's our rear console. Door shuts as it should. Climate control comes on. Everything works as it should there. Our vent registers look nice. Back of the console in general looks great. Our rear DVD is already down. I don't have a DVD to put in there, so I'm sorry I can't test it right now. But we do see it comes on. Check out the top of the center console. Look how nice all that looks. Very little wear. And let me do one other thing here. Here's our headliner. Everything looks good. All right, so here's the left rear door panel. Edge of the panel looks really nice. Pull looks really nice. Plastic trim looks really nice. Ashtray. Window. Jam is nice and clean. Our seat over here does go forward. Does go back. Show you the third row real quick. From this side, again, everything looks really nice here. These seats look new. Well, see if I can get this seat up. Oh, I know why. I didn't move the seat all the way back. There we go. Let's try this again. Sorry for the bad filming. What am I doing wrong here? All right, I will come back to that in just a minute. The seat does come up because I did it earlier, but for some reason it's not wanting to right now. Try it one more time. Yep, I will come back to that at the end of the video. Back of the driver's seat. Looks nice. Carpet's in good shape under here. Driver's door panel. Very light scuffing going on right here. No damage on the side of the panel. Armrest looks great. Wood looks really nice up here. Window does come down. And the window does go up. So we will look at the jamb here. Seat does go forward. Does come backwards. And it does recline. And does come back up. Leather's in great shape over here on this seat. None of this has been replaced. This is all original. Do have some minor scuffing going on the side of the console from a seat belt. And again, going back to the console itself, everything looks really nice right here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was freezing. It's freezing out here.
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of the video. I'll call it. I'll text you.
Not talking in the
No, you're going to be on YouTube. All right, so that was a customer. I just had to wrap up there. I apologize for that. We do have a little bit, the wood right here on the edge of this console cup holder is, you can see, starting to lift. That is not uncommon to see. A lot of you who watch these videos on these 570s will see me talk about the wood in these hotter environments, that this is what they can do. And I'm sure if a lot of you have been shopping, you'll also see that oftentimes around these heated seat switches, it will do it there, it will do it up here, it will do it on our door wood. So just very minor here, not anything major, you know, but yes, that is there. So we've got some tag bolts here that I will take out here in a minute. Everything looks really nice here. E-brake handle, e-brake does work. All of our selectors here look really nice. They're not scratched up, gouged up, anything like that. Shift knob's in great shape. Our auxiliary door right here does not stay closed. That is common to see on these 570s. So I see a lot of people, they'll put a piece of Velcro here or something like that. I'd rather not do that in this video and say, hey, I got some Velcro right here. But you know, to the new owner, that's what I would suggest doing, is just a little piece of Velcro there. That will handle that if it bothers you that much. Outside of that, the trim, everything around here looks really nice. Same thing, we don't have any peeling going on around our heated seats, switches, or anything like that. Sorry. And I'll turn it up a little bit.
So look forward to that on the fan and the fan. Coming up in 5 minutes, the portal. Station about everything under the sun is what really boosted Pat McAfee.
I'm going to turn it down because I don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube. But you get the point. It does work. It does toggle through all of our different sections. Here's our satellite. Cool thing about the 2010s, 2010 is the first year for USB and Bluetooth for streaming. So you can stream your Bluetooth, not just have it for calling. So backup camera. And we'll go front facing camera. That's the passenger side mirror you're seeing. That's the front facer. Right side, right and front facing. So everything works well as it should there. Let's hit this climate control. We'll turn it on 4-zone. That way you're controlling the whole car. Navigation. All right, looking good there. All of our switches down here look really nice. So there's our front-facing, side-facing camera, as well as the front and rear park assist, which is on right now. That's the green light. Cool box. In the cool box is a surprise. Let's turn it on. You should be able to hear that. Nice and cold as it should be. You've got your remote for the DVD. You got 2 Lexus headsets. And then clearly this thing is never towed. This is the factory hookup for a trailer in the original packaging. Steering wheel looks really nice. No cracking on any of the wood. Everything looks really nice here on the steering wheel. No peeling or discoloring or anything going on our buttons, which you will see from time to time. Storage. Do have a small little scratch from here to here on that trim panel. So our steering wheel does come up, does come back down, comes out to me, and then goes back in. All right, so the sunroof is tilted up. We're gonna tilt that down, and we're gonna open it. All right, one other thing I want to do real quick. Turn off the rear DVD. There we go. So that does go up as it should. One other thing, you'll see the screen looks nice and white. A lot of these LXs, I forget what they call it. Anyway, the screen itself, the LCD, will fade and they'll be yellow. If you're on the market looking, look through a couple of pictures of cars that are advertised. You'll quickly see what I'm talking about. This doesn't have any of that going on. It's nice and white, just as it should be. So let's fold these mirrors in, and I will tell you right off the bat that this driver's mirror does not fold. It stays still like that. Passenger side does fold. Again, driver's side does not. So we're gonna move the mirror out. We're gonna move it in, down, up. So everything works with the mirror except for the power fold, which if you're gonna have one, that's why I didn't do anything about it. If you're gonna have one not working, you want it on the driver's side. So if you do need to fold it, you can manually do that yourself. So everything works as it should there. Hazard lights are on. Let's see what else I got here. All right, let's engage 4 low. So I'm gonna go into neutral, and then we are gonna push down, and we're gonna engage 4 low. As you see right here, the 2010s or the 08 to 11s, they did not have multi-terrain select. So you're just gonna see where it shows that it's in 4 low. Now, it doesn't have multi-terrain select, but it does have crawl control. So we're back in 4 high. As you see, 4 low is gone. And the crawl control is right here. Crawl not available. You got to select into 4 low. I'm not going to go back into 4 low, but it does work. This controls your speed. This is your comfort setting for the suspension, whichever you want it to be. I like it in comfort. And let's do active height control. As you see right here in the middle above the mileage, we're in neutral. We're going to go up to the high position. Here we go. Once it gets done, I'll get out and show you what it looks like. And I'm going to show you the undercarriage as well. So we're in high. Whoa. So there she is, sitting up like a mountain. And let's look at the undercarriage. That is how you want it to look. new spare back here. No rust. Looks really nice, as it should. A little dirty right here. Sandy, I should say. Maybe some light corrosion on the step bar mount. Everything looking good under here. Very light corrosion, we'll call it. CV axle looks great. Power steering rack looks great, not leaking. Same thing over here. All right. So let's pop it down to low. This is the fun part. It moves quick to go down to low. All right, so we're in high. We're going to go down to low. Neutral. Low. There we are. What a difference getting out. And there you are, sitting on the ground almost. So the active height control works nice and as it should. All right. So it is time for a drive. We're gonna go back up into neutral. The car will automatically do that for your on its own when you put it in drive and start to get over, I think 7 or 8 miles an hour. I just prefer to do it when I'm still rather than when it's driving. We are back in neutral, and here we go. Beautiful, cold, windy winter afternoon here in Jasper, Georgia. This video is going to be long, so I'm sorry for those of you who have been watching the whole thing, which is probably not many of you. Sorry. I try and speed these up. These LXs, there's a lot to them, and I like to be thorough. No wheel bearing noise, no drivetrain noise. The steering wheel's nice and straight, not shaking. Everybody wants to race around here, so we will do that with them. Here we go, coming on the brakes. Steering wheel does not move, nice and straight. Brakes feel great. Brakes again. Feels really nice. This thing drives great. No lights, none of that going on. We got somebody not using this blinker. Trying to not get in the reflection of the sun here. There we go. All right, so there you have it. Let me see if I can get this thing backed in the warehouse fairly quickly. Front park assist telling me that I'm about to hit a pole. Rear park assist telling me I'm about to hit a Land Cruiser. So at least you know those work. And I'm going to try not to hit a Land Cruiser. Alright, shut up. All right, so let me do two other things. Just so for those of you who aren't familiar, door lock actuators are common to fail on really any Toyota, specifically some of these Land Cruisers. If there's one that is not working, you will not get a beep feedback when you lock the car. So I'm going to show you that the car does lock, and it does give you the beep feedback, which is a telltale sign that all the actuators are good. So there's that. Next, we will show the factory remote start. You're going to hit lock 3 times on the key fob, and you're going to hold lock on the 3rd press. Well, I say that, maybe this does not have factory remote start. I thought it did. Wow, you thought I would have gone over this before I started this video. So I apologize, it does not have factory remote start, even though I said it did. So, but anyway, outside of that, guys, that'll do it for this 2010 200 Series LX570. Again, one owner car, out of Florida, no rust, great bones on this car, great service history. And overall a really nice car. I think it's going to be priced really well, all things considered, and will be a bargain for somebody. So I should have this thing online in the next 24, 36 hours. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, I believe, 7th, 9th, something like that. As always, you can reach out to me anytime, chris@hilsonluxury.com. You can call me at 678-454-6060. And please communicate with me in these videos in the comments section, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I enjoy doing these videos for you guys, and we got a lot more to come here moving forward. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to one of you guys soon.